Welcome to another episode of Polysaturated Sweet Beans. This time we're going to discuss PolyHolidays. This may be a multi-layered episode where we have quite a few different episodes that are going to be poly-centered.
Yeah, we're going to be discussing all the fun, I guess, holiday stuff with families and how to handle family poly things and what's not.
You are such a party pooper.
I am not a party pooper.
Every party
I love the holidays.
Every party has a pooper. That's why we invited he. Party pooper. Party pooper.
You know what? Crow, fine. Look, let's start with our introductions. Can we at least get past
all
that
right,
before we start ragging on me? Jeez.
I am Jay. I'm here with
Zan
and
Crow.
And we are going to give you all of our different perspectives of the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us are a little more cheery about things than others
there's
of
Jay
us.
and Crow and then Scrooge over here.
Yeah.
I am so happy when the holidays are over.
Zan Scrooge.
Scrooge McZan.
Mm-hmm. But
He's totally not, though.
This episode is going to be a little different.
It is.
Yeah, we are going to have a special guest.
We have some newfangled technology thanks to our technological wizard, Zan.
It's all magic to me.
Yeah. And
sorcery.
We're going to summon someone from afar and have them come and speak to you about their poly-holiday experiences.
Where is this land called Afar?
It's right next to yonder.
Yeah.
Oh, right next to yonder?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yonder's closer
Yonder's
than
closer?
afar. Afar is further.
Afar, yeah.
Afar.
Wait a minute. So if we talk about hither and yon, is it near yon?
I think you have to take a left at Yon.
I thought you had to pass through yon to get to yonder.
No, that's a misconception.
Is it like Donder?
In Blitzen?
Or is it Donner?
No, it is
Ooh.
not
Not
Donner. It has
Donner.
never been.
There's a Mandela effect.
It has never been Donner. A Donner.
It's never been Donner. It's Donner is the surname of the people who went through the pass and ate each other. The Donner Party.
Ew.
Yeah.
Is that what they meant by reindeer games?
Oh.
I'm
God.
glad Rudolph was excluded from that. Oh my gosh.
We wouldn't have all the stories to tell about a non-existent reindeer.
You just ruin everything, don't you? No.
It's a talent. What can I say?
I cannot believe you would totally ruin that. Next, you're going to tell me that the Great Pumpkin isn't real.
Well, it depends on what you consider great pumpkin or pumpkins, because some people have great pumpkins.
They do.
Like on The Office, he is a thief of joy.
You are a thief.
Really?
Yeah.
No, that's not true at all.
That's, we kid.
Yas.
Zan is actually really great to have on the holidays and off the holidays. He's really great to have.
If nothing else, I'd give you a cynical point of view to whatever's happening.
Always.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
That's why we
always.
keep you around.
Oh.
That's
Well,
not
at least I'm useful for something.
Yeah, something.
mine.
We're feeling the love in
We
this
are
closet
feeling
right
the
now.
love.
We
Feels
are
like
all
a
feeling the
sharp
love.
pain in the ass.
Well, you know, sometimes it
That's
do
where
be
the
like
love
that.
happens.
That is not where the love happens.
This show took a turn.
So with us today, we have a very special guest.
Very special.
Yeah, we have a listener call in, and her name is
My.
Yep, and she is calling us. She has a fairly large polycule.
My, it's great to have you on the show. Thank you so much for being with us today.
All right, so if you want to give us a quick rundown of your polycule.
Yeah, so my polycule is 13 individuals.
Wow.
Impressive.
Currently.
Lucky number 13.
Yes.
Yeah, we have 6 adults and 7 children that live with us. When we originally started, we were a household of 16, but we had a couple of people move out, a couple of kids leave the nest and a couple of relationships transition.
Wow.
So now we're pretty happy with 13. It's a good lucky number for us.
Yeah.
I'm thoroughly impressed.
When does your nomination for sainthood come
Right.
through?
I was actually going to say that you took get out of my brain. Get out of my brain.
I think that happens when the youngest moves out.
Oh, yeah.
That means we didn't do anything wrong.
No.
We watered the house.
From our experience, not necessarily.
It depends on how hard it was for them to leave.
Right.
Yes.
By choice
We
or
do
by
have
force?
older children
Yeah.
that are not living at home. We have a couple of mid-20s and a couple of early 20s children as well.
No.
Oh, yeah,
that's
our oldest is 21 and he still lives here.
So how many total with all of the kids?
Oh, with all of the kids. No, 11.
11 kids.
11 total kids.
And 6
Wow.
adults.
So she calls
Yes.
into the show, and the first thing you do is ask her to do math.
Well, I mean, you would know how many kids you have. I'm just saying.
Right, but I sometimes forget.
Right?
Yes, but with
Zan?
polymath, it can sometimes turn into algebra.
Yeah.
Right, and there's letters
Long
involved,
division, long
and
division,
it gets, it gets
calculus,
ugly. No, we're not gonna
chemistry.
I think I liked algebra.
Yeah. Divide by 0, and oh wait, no.
What do you do for work? You said you...
Well, I used to find out what you would do for a Klondike bar.
Oh,
I worked in epidemiology.
I am ashamed of the things I've done for a Klondike bar.
You should be.
Yeah.
You should be.
And now I deliver meals.
Oh,
Awesome.
I do side bookkeeping, and I'm working on a blog.
Nice.
awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
I've been
became-
doing epi for about 15 years. I had been in public health,
Nice.
so
Awesome. I have actually forgotten what an epididymis was.
epidemiologist.
Yes.
Epididymis.
It's
Epidemiologists
something
are
completely
disease trackers, disease investigators. So every state has a list of reportable conditions, everything from RSV to hepatitis to HIV.
Wow.
Okay, runs the gamut.
I didn't know
And
that.
the epidemiologists are the people that when the positive report comes in, they would call the person and say, okay, I see that you're sick. You know, how did you get sick? How can I keep others from getting sick? It's still very intense. You have to, with some of those investigations, you have to get really up in people's business.
Yeah, I can see why
bet.
that would be a bit much.
I bet it would be
Yeah.
super interesting, though.
I
And
love
kind of
it,
scary.
and I miss it so much. I wish I could go back to it without the stress.
Yeah.
I can only imagine how, that would take a toll on anybody, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And you were saying earlier in a conversation that we had that you guys have been together since 2018.
Yeah, we got together the end of January of 2018.
That's awesome. You're coming up on 2 years. Like, that's so exciting.
Happy anniversary.
Early anniversary.
Happy polyversary.
Yeah.
Anniversary.
So excited.
Known throughout the
Yeah.
polyverse.
Right. At least our local polyverse. We're kind of known around here.
So do
Yeah.
you attend like regular things locally? Do you have like a poly community that you kind of...
Yeah, we actually have a very active community here. I didn't realize how active it was until I started talking to other poly people. We probably have 3 local groups. We have kind of just a networking group. We have a dating kind of social group, and then we have like a next generation group, which is 18 to 35.
Oh, wow.
Wow. You guys have it together over there.
Really?
Maybe we need to
Yeah.
relocate.
And our dating social group does between 4 and 8 events a month
Wow.
Wow.
consistently.
Wow.
Yeah, our admins and mods of that group work their butt off.
Yeah, it sounds
Yeah.
like it. They
Yeah.
would have to.
And no, we're not moving again because I'm not
no.
packing anything up again.
I was
no,
joking.
Not,
yeah.
you
We would
were
just
joking.
we would just light the house on fire and walk away.
Well,
No.
how
not
did we
doing it
end up
again.
with so much stuff?
So, how do you survive the holidays?
Lots of patience. We have a weekly meeting where we adults talk about logistics a lot.
Communication.
Take a sip.
Yep,
Take a
take your
sip.
shot.
First one.
Logistics.
Logistics. No, we're not doing a drinking game for logistics. That's
No. I probably could do that at work.
We love Google Sheets. We have so many Google Sheets, it's not even funny.
Like for what?
Well, we do all of our chores on there. If we're doing a holiday party,
Hmm.
we will break up who's cleaning, who's decorating, who's in charge of inviting people,
Nice.
like who's doing the Facebook invite,
Wow.
those sorts of things.
See, I'm usually left in charge of all that.
I bring the awkwardness.
We try to do that. All of the adults in our house work.
Yeah.
We are not able to right now have a parent stay at home full time. We are working towards that because we found that really is beneficial.
Yeah. Yeah.
But our area and the economy, we can't right now.
I
We totally
understand.
get it.
Yeah.
Well, Jay. I mean, we all work, but Jay only works just over half a day. 16 hours.
Only.
16 hours. That's
I think Crow's going to be sleeping out on the hammock in the 20-degree weather tonight.
Let's go to the
Him and
20s.
Lamp can share the closet.
No, there you go. There you go. No, the closet's too big for him.
They'll have too much fun in here.
Yeah.
So as far as like for you were saying that you do more of a Friendsgiving, and we like that word too, because I know there's a lot of negative connotation that comes along, rightfully so,
with Thanksgiving.
Right. And we used to actually host a Friendsgiving as well when our community was a lot smaller and we didn't have such a big family.
Yeah, well, we did, like my family did Thanksgiving, your family did Thanksgiving, and then we did our own thing, which we considered our family, was Friendsgiving. We'd have, like, everybody over was potluck, everybody bring a dish, and all our friends that, were not really, not that they weren't accepted, they just had to go and perform for their family, as in not be themselves. So they would come to our house and we'd have a blast, and as a Friendsgiving, and that's what we would do.
Yep.
What about you guys?
I would say that was pretty normal for us up until about 3 years ago. And then about 3 years ago is when kind of individually all of our families started changing the way we did Thanksgiving. My husband and we stopped going to my family's events. Due to a fallout that my mother and I had about some poly stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So we then started just going over to our other poly friends, over to actually S's house.
Oh, okay.
That first year. And I actually kind of boycotted. I was kind of a sourpuss that first Friendsgiving. I was like, I don't want to be here. This sucks.
Yeah.
The next year we did it. We opened it up to our friends in the community that didn't necessarily have a place to go.
Right.
And we did it on Thanksgiving. We were like, no, screw it. We're not going to, do it on a different day. If you don't have anywhere to be on Thursday, come see us.
Awesome.
Because I was actually talking to Jay about it the other day that, we know some people that are just not accepted. It's like, you can come here, be yourself, it's like, we're your family now type of thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wear your sweater, take your meds, drink lots of water.
No.
We're your family now.
That is Jay's line. You're not drinking enough water. Arm falls off.
The
You're not
cups
drinking
are
enough
right
water.
there.
That's me.
Unload the dishwasher.
Get some sleep.
Yeah. We actually created a Facebook group for some of our friends in the community just so that we can, invite them easier to different things here at the house. Our house is full of a bunch of nerds, so we jokingly refer to our house as the TARDIS.
That's awesome.
I saw that in the chat message.
It's bigger on the inside. Yeah. Look at how much we can fit in here.
Right. Well, when you drive around it looks like a 1960s, 3-bedroom, 2-bath with a basement. It's an old house. Then when you go inside, you see that there's 8 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms.
Wow.
It's a lot bigger. So
like Rose Red.
We have our Friends of TARDIS group that we just kind of throw all of our people into, all of our extras.
Nice.
Awesome.
And we're just like, hey guys, we're going to do game night.
Yay.
Hey guys, we're going to do Friendsgiving. Hey guys, we're going to do whatever. It was the easiest way for us to kind of find and expand our peoples.
Yeah. And keep them all together. Keep the people close to you and let them know, and then it's just not going out to some rando weirdo people that end up crashing your house. And
I do have to ask, as a fellow nerd and Whovian, do you have a dark blue theme in the house?
No, but I'm trying. When we get a new door, because we're doing remodeling of the house.
Awesome.
When we get a new front door, I've been given permission to paint it blue like the TARDIS.
Hooray!
Are you going to put the white windows on there?
I'm going to try, and I'm going to try to put the police box thing on the
nice. Yes.
I'm going to try to hand paint that.
You'll have to send us pictures when you get it up, when you do it. That'll be awesome.
If you would, you could probably do it in a vinyl decal too.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm. That'd be easier.
Let's see, here I come.
What else we got on the list?
Okay.
On your, I'm sorry, plural list.
On my lists.
Of listings.
Plurals. Let's see. What else did I have? I have a bunch of things. I did want to ask, you mentioned that S lived in a separate house. Does she still live in a separate house, or are you guys all living together now?
No, we're all living together.
Okay.
We have been together for 1.5 years underneath one roof.
Wow. That is an accomplishment. How do you guys keep from strangling all the kids?
We do that wrestling
Yes.
tag in, tag out thing.
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay.
Excellent.
You remember the gladiators with the Q-tip fighting lance thing?
Q-tips, you mean jousting, not
Whatever.
Q-tips.
They look